Hello, hello. Just doing one more audio check just to verify everything is still working. Just doing one more audio check. I believe maybe right about here might be your height or so. Just trying to get a little bit of engagement, but just making sure, again, the mult, if you're plugged into it, mic output, and just double checking everyone. I see some of the new media people have come in with some new cameras and everything, so just double checking, making sure everything is working right. And if you do have any issues, please let me know, and we get that straightened out. Thank you. Just I got thumbs up, so it looks like everyone is good.
You want to do my work? Yeah. Yeah. So,
right now it's 30 days. And what she did, she screwed it.
Okay, why don't we just do that? So that, yeah, so they won't be straight. Yes, let's do that. If that'll fix it.
It's a modification.
Who got to sign? Who has to sign it? Is she willing to sign it? Okay.
She understands the urgency.
Okay. Yeah. Please just do that. So I'm telling you, it's going to be interesting to see what the vendors say per day for 14 days they can sit down. Because we're tapping them now for this order, and then we're getting ready to turn around and do another pack with them. And we don't have to compete it. We're going to give each vendor the same level. Right. Everybody wins, but how much can they compete per day? I think that number. I do. And I think, unfortunately, we may have to go back to the Yeah. If they would be milk. But to me, I would say, let's just take what they can give us and see where we're at. Right. But I'm just saying they're paying ELA for triple the meal we had with my own money to them. Like $16 for a meal and we bought 2 meals. That's what I'm saying. Or 3 meals, $16. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. Let's look at the numbers. So what it sounds like it may not be 3.9, maybe 3.9.
Actual number?
Yeah.
Probably.
So when we asked them what did they have on the floor, they came back with a total of 3.9. Now you're saying when they go to hey, well if I have to do something else, well I got this Debbie here. You gonna hold me my people right. So we need Debbie we can get so let's whatever modification.
But you said don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. We need to modify the. We still want the quantity, but we need to modify the period to give them time. We still need it because if we off everything that we move the issue, we need 16 million in all my DCs to be hurried up. But we still got more. We got 2 months left. Okay, that's what. For that order. Yeah. What? Give them what? 50 days? Right. I need those now. Yes. Okay.
That becomes a priority.
Yes.
Yeah, it is a little bigger, but a little more. Yeah, it said they're in plenty. But I told them,
Oh, not on what? Right, but when we, no, yeah, but when we go and order, whatever we do request, it's gonna be whatever they can give you per day or 14 days. You know, sometimes I think people say stuff to get our business. But now we're doing 14 days, every day. You tell me I want that for 14 days. Every day we deliver that. They may not be able to do it. Because normally we say within 72 hours we need to be, and we stop. We don't say keep. I don't think we've ever done it that way since we told them 14. Yeah, I don't think I didn't tell you. Yeah, keep it up. Right. And so the question would be, do they have the capacity to do it? My whole thing is whatever they can do. To applaud you. So, but the way we have apparently set this up is I'm going to speak to the press, and I'm sorry, I'm going to have my back to you for a moment, but then I'm going to visit with you, and because I really am here to thank you all. I know how everyone here has been working around the clock, as you always do in moments like this. So I'm going to address the press, and then we're going to have a conversation. Okay. Hi. So good afternoon to everyone. Deputy Administrator Hooks, I thank you and everyone here for their leadership. As I said briefly, I know who is here. I know what you each do. And you are so selfless in the way that you serve our country. And in particular, at times like this, people who are just so desperately in need of help, support, and just knowing that the resources are going to be expedited to them as they need it in their most vulnerable situation, when their families have been at risk, where their homes may have been destroyed, where they lack just basic essential needs. You all do that work around the clock as though these are your family members. I know how you work, and I know how hard you work. So I am here mostly to thank you all for all that you do, everyone who is here and everyone who's on the ground in the region at the moment. And I am here to also talk about where we are based on the briefings I have been receiving over the last couple of days. I have received regular briefings on the impact of Hurricane Helene, including from Administrator Criswell. And over the past 24 hours, I have spoken with Governor Kemp of Georgia, Governor Cooper of North Carolina, and many local officials. I have shared with them that we will do everything in our power to help communities respond and recover. And I've shared with them that I plan to be on the ground as soon as possible, but as soon as possible without disrupting any emergency response operations, because that must be the highest priority in the first order of business. The devastation from Hurricane Helene is immense. Millions of Americans are without power. Thousands of families have lost their homes. Entire neighborhoods have been destroyed. Major roads have been blocked or damaged, leaving entire towns inaccessible at this very moment. Already, nearly 100 people have been confirmed dead, and hundreds more are missing. The destruction we have seen in Alabama, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Virginia is heartbreaking. In coordination with state and local officials, President Biden and I will continue to make sure that communities have the support and the resources that they need, not only to respond to this storm and its immediate aftermath, but also the resources they will need to recover. So far, more than 3,300 federal personnel are on the ground to assist with recovery efforts. They are deploying food, water, and generators. And we continue to work with teams on the ground to restore water and power as quickly as possible.
To everyone who has been impacted by this storm, and to all of those of you who are rightly feeling overwhelmed by the destruction and the loss, our nation is with you. And President Biden and I, and all of the folks behind me, are with you. We will continue to do everything we can to help you recover and to help you rebuild, no matter how long it takes. And I do believe the true character of a nation is revealed in moments of hardship. Over the past few days, our nation has endured some of the worst destruction and devastation that we have seen in quite some time. And we have responded with our best, with the best folks who are on the ground and here doing the kind of work that is about rising to a moment of crisis to do everything we can to lift up folks who deserve to be seen and heard. Communities have been coming together. People are checking in on their neighbors. Families are opening their doors to strangers in need. And as they always do, our first responders are working around the clock, putting their own lives at risk to keep our communities safe. Moments like this remind us we have so much more in common than what separates us. And the true measure of our leadership, each one of us, is based on lifting other folks up, knowing how we can make a difference. So I thank everyone for rising to this moment, and I thank you all here for the work that you each do. May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America. Thank you all very much. Thank you. Those microphones speak to everybody here, right? I'm going to move this microphone. Hey guys, I'm going to do the tour right now, but I really do mean what I said. I know the work that you all are doing, and it is so critically important. The people on the ground right now, you know, we know that communications are still down for so many people, which means that they don't know necessarily what is being done right now by all of you to help them. But I know, based on what you all historically have done, that the folks on the ground who have been impacted, I'm sure, have faith that you all are here right now, as you are, and that they know in their hearts that you all are working around the clock as you've been. And I know it takes a lot out of you, and you're seeing a lot of pain, you're seeing the destruction, you're seeing the damage, and it's the work that you all have dedicated your lives to doing. So I just wanted to come by truly to say thank you to all of you, because it takes a lot out of you. And when you're interacting with folks who are on the ground and need help, you know, they look in your eyes to see, is everything going to be okay? And sometimes you're not sure, right? But you do everything you can to make sure everything's going to be okay. And that's a strength that you uniquely have when you do this kind of work that you all do. So thank you for all that you are doing. Let's keep it up. I know we have many, many hours ahead of important and critical work, but you guys are just the best of anything that we could hope for in our country. So thank you all. Thank you.
Where are we going?